Flying Dutchman is a legendary cursed ship that was doomed to travel around the Cape of Good Hope in South Africa for all eternity. It was made famous in the movie Pirates of the Caribbean. The legend of Flying Dutchman started in 1641 when a Dutch ship sank off the coast of Cape of Good Hope. The captain, Vanderdecken, failed to notice the dark clouds looming only when he heard the lookout scream out in terror. He realized that they had sailed straight into a fierce storm. The captain and his crew battled for hours to get out of the storm, and at one stage it looked like they would make it. Then they heard a sickening crunch. The ship had hit treacherous rocks and began to sink. As the ship plunged downwards, Captain Vanderdecken knew that death was approaching, and he was not ready to die and screamed out a curse. "I will round this cape, even have to keep sailing into the end of time." So even today, whenever a storm brews off the Cape of Good Hope, if you look into the eye of the storm, you'll be able to see the ship and its captain, the Flying Dutchman. The legend goes that whoever sees the ship will die a terrible death. Many people have claimed to see the Flying Dutchman, including the crew of a German submarine boat during World War II. On July 11, 1881, the Royal Navy ship, the Banchetti, was rounding the tip of Africa when they were confronted with the sight of a Flying Dutchman. The midshipman, a prince who later became King George V, recorded that the lookout man and the officer had seen the Flying Dutchman, and he used these words to describe the ship: "A strange red light as of a phantom ship all aglow, in the midst of which light the masts, spears, and sails of a brig 200 yards distant stood out in strong relief." It's a pity that the lookout saw the Flying Dutchman, for soon after, on the same trip, he accidentally fell from a mast and died. Fortunately for the English royal family, the young midshipman survived the curse to become the King of England. The Flying Dutchman appears as a ghost in the movie Pirates of the Caribbean, and it's also featured in the novel Castaways of the Flying Dutchman.